Have you ever felt something just really complicated inside?
But when someone asks what's wrong, all you can say is, I'm stressed or I'm sad.
Exactly. We're working with this tiny emotional vocabulary: happy, sad, angry.
Right, when there's a whole universe of feeling going on inside.
And that is why we are doing this deep dive into the work of Brené Brown, specifically her book, Atlas of the Heart.
Our mission today is pretty simple, really. It's to explore this core idea that if you can name an emotion accurately, you gain power over it.
So let's start with that foundational idea.
Mhm.
We can't change what we can't name.
It sounds simple, but it's huge. We tend to lump everything under one big label. Disappointment, grief, sadness. It all just becomes feeling bad.
And when you can't distinguish, you just react, right? You shut
Yeah.
down, you lash out.
Precisely. But if you can say, oh, this isn't anger, this is actually disappointment, the entire game changes.
Let's get practical and look at some of these emotional maps she lays out. How
Ah,
about we start with the map of comparison?
a very tricky place. This is home to envy, jealousy, and resentment.
And we mix up envy and jealousy all the time.
All the time. But the distinction is critical. Envy is wanting something someone else has. Their job, their success. It's a two-person situation. You and them.
Okay, so jealousy is different.
Jealousy is the fear of losing something you already have to a third party.
So it's a triangle.
Always a triangle. And you manage them differently. You manage envy by looking at your own goals, but you manage jealousy by addressing the insecurity in your own relationship.
That one distinction could save a lot of arguments.
It really could.
Okay, let's move to a really profound one. The map for when we're hurting, this is where we find grief.
And her definition of grief here is, I think, completely transformative.
It reframes the whole experience.
It does. Grief is love with nowhere to go.
Just let that sink in for a second. Love with nowhere to go.
So it stops being a weakness you have to get over. It becomes, well, it's evidence.
Evidence of a deep connection.
Exactly. The pain is proportional to the love. And your job isn't to erase it, but to learn how to carry that love forward.
Now, on the flip side, what about when life is good? The map with joy on it.
You'd think that would be the easy one.
But her research says joy is the most vulnerable emotion we experience.
It's so counterintuitive, isn't it? But we're so afraid of losing the good things.
That we stop ourselves from actually feeling the joy in the first place.
Yeah, that's foreboding joy. You look at something wonderful and your brain immediately jumps to, what if this goes away?
We're basically armoring up against our own happiness.
And the antidote she offers is gratitude.
How does that work?
By practicing gratitude in that moment of joy, you force yourself to stay present with the good feeling instead of letting your mind race ahead to a potential loss.
So gratitude isn't just a nice thing to do. It's a tool for managing vulnerability.
A critical tool.
Okay, to make all this useful, we had to clear up some big misunderstandings. Let's talk about guilt versus shame.
This might be the most important distinction of all for personal growth.
Because we use them to mean the same thing, but they are worlds apart.
Right. Guilt is focused on your behavior. It says, I did something bad.
Which is useful. That feeling can lead to making amends, to changing.
It's pro-growth. Shame, on the other hand, is about your identity. It says, I am bad.
I'm flawed. I'm unworthy.
And that feeling just kills growth. It makes you want to hide. It's so destructive.
So the takeaway is, hold on to the guilt. It's a guide, but let go of shame immediately.
Absolutely. Guilt connects you to your values. Shame disconnects you from others.
So when you bring all this together, this mapping, these distinctions, what's the ultimate goal?
Connection. The whole point of this work is connection. As Brown says, connection is why we're here.
And having this emotional language is the price of admission for real connection.
You got it. You have to be able to know where you are emotionally to show up for yourself and for other people.
It makes you realize that people aren't always being difficult on purpose.
No, often they're just in an emotional place we haven't learned to map yet.
So this deep dive gives you the map key, really.
Which leads us to a final thought for you to take away. If grief is proof of our connection, because it's love with nowhere to go, what unspoken emotion in your life right now is just waiting for a name?
What are you just calling stress or sadness?
And what hidden truth about what you value might be revealed if you gave that feeling its proper, precise name?